Hello, hello, everybody. I'll wait a few minutes. Let's see if that's brighter. I'm going to wait a few minutes. Hello, hello. I'm just going to wait a few minutes. It's a pop-up, but I've been thinking, but it's a pop-up to come in and pull some cards. If you're in the chat, please hit 10-6. It is the new moon. If you're here in the chat, please hit a like so that everybody will know. Hey, Tanisha, everyone will know that we're here. Put something in the chat like Happy New Moon or Happy New Year, which is it's Halloween season. And so I've just got off the office time, our coaching time with our lovely students and goddesses and warlocks and practitioners. So I just got, hey, Mario, how are you? And it's good to see you. Just got off with them. It was lovely always. So if you would like to, I'm just warming up these cards a little bit. If you would like to do a masterclass with us, that's one of the cool points is that we meet. It's available office hours every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Standard Time, and we have our powwow, family time for an hour. So it's really wonderful to connect with our own community. So if you are in the chat, I see 9 people. Can you please hit the likes? Hit the likes and put something in the chat like Happy New Moon, Happy New Year, which is, it is ours. If you are practitioners here, it's Samhain time, or you can put autumn, whatever you want to put there. Hey, the showstopper. And, you hit it so other people know. I don't like to say pop up because it had already been in my heart. So I just come, right? I just show up and listen. And that's what I'm listening to this season. I'm always pushing me to do some different things coming into a different season. Hi, Keisha. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Chanel, Leticia, Mario, Tanisha. How is everybody? All right. So I'm going to was going to have you each pull a card, but can't do that because I don't have the tarot. Yes, I know what I could. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm doing. I just like to show you the deck I'm ready to use. It's called Message from the Guides, okay? And this is a really great oracle deck. You can also use it for readings, which we're getting ready to do, and get very great answers. So I'm going to, who wants to ask a message? You pull one card, ask for one card from the message from the guides. This is a little different, something I have not done live. So who wants to pull from them from message from the guides? Who wants a card pulled for them? You got to say something in the chat. So whoever wants a card pulled from them. And then that card will line up for you. So Tanisha, you. Okay, great. All right. So Tanisha desires a message from you, Spirit. Spirit is saying here, can you see that? Trust your intuition, Tanisha. Trust your intuition. That's that's a message from Spirit. So you know what that is, right? Trust your intuition. Okay? So that's one of your messages from Spirit. Oh, they say you welcome. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Spirit guys. All right. So Mario, is that your question? It's been a while. Yes. When is my windfall coming? Is that you want that message? We've got glitches. Yes. Okay. You typed in, when is my windfall coming? Is that you want to get a message from the guys with that question? I'm just going to wait a second if that is. Stop that. I'm going to, hey, Tanisha, you're welcome. We've got glitches. Okay, Mario, I don't know if that's your question. We'll This is one I heard to pull two. Feel in all you do. They're relating this to what you'll know, the love advice from Spirit. Feel joy in all you do. And I heard to pull a second on this too. Feel joy in all you do. That's the advice, one of the advice. The second one is death is an illusion. You will know what this is about. Death is an illusion. That's the second one they wanted me to pull. And you know what this is pertaining to. I know what this is pertaining to too. And I can hear the additional, what this is in reference to. I'm not going to say that on a public platform, but you understand what this is about. Can you hit yes to let me know that you understand? I'm not going to say what that is about on a public platform. That will be a private reading, but I get it. Could you hit yes to me, Keisha, what that is? Because I hear it, but it's a public platform, so it might be slow, the chat. So, all right. Anybody who wants a message from Spirit? I don't know if it's moving slow. Morgan, question. I do. I see that, Morgan. Okay. Question. I stay. Do I go? Morgan's question is. I need to pull out another deck. It's other room though. The question is, do I stay or do I go? It's Morgan's question. Thank you, Spirit guys. Do she stay or do she go? Do she stay or do she go? Do she stay or do she go? Ask for guidance. Now, I'm going to elaborate on this. Asking for guidance when they're asking, you know what this is too, about do I stay or do I go? You actually are asking Spirit for guidance, but you also need to seek advice locally on the decision to move. You need to seek if that's going to be a better fit for you, so that way you will have disclosure. Basically, things will be fully disclosed to you. You need to ask more information locally on that shift. And then Spirit is also confirming thoughts create your reality too. So once you get that full getting the local understanding of disclosure on the move that you make, then your thoughts recreate the reality of where you should go or not. This location will be exactly the way that you want it to be. It will be the way you ordered it in your mind and what you've been creating and speaking out of yourself, and the way that you want it designed and the location and everything. Okay. You're welcome. Keisha, I didn't, but I guess you got the message. So you didn't say anything in the chat. Okay, Rachel. Hey, Rachel. And hit the likes and thank you. Rachel's asking, hello, could I have some guidance on my path? Perfect sense, Morgan. Okay, great. I'm going to give you a card on message from the guides, and then you decided to pull a second one, I'll listen to see if that's the direction. But this is a message, and you're going to understand that. Hello, could I have some guidance on my path? This is one of the messages. I have some, what you asking, Rachel, is I have some guidance on my path. Kindness, I hope you can see that. Kindness counts. So this is this is an area that you, on your path, that you want to add in more, and people will add more to you on that too, of kindness, of passion. That's what I'm hearing, passion and kindness. Because sometimes you feel like things are not being kind to you, and you also have to send that energy out too. Make sure you being a sender of this on your path, so that you can receive, be open-ended, like one hand open to receive, one hand closed to clutch that on your path. Okay. And this actually, I'm not going to get into a full thing, resonates. This goes back to childhood as well. Because even though these cards always have this, no, not all of them, but some of them have the stars. I'm just taking a look at something. But this goes back into your astrological setup at birth too, as well. Something that is part of your path from birth. This is something that you have to add in, receive and give. Okay. And then I'm gonna move on. I don't feel another card that resonates. Okay. Can I get advice about career? No, one, Miss Keisha, what you would need to do is contact full reading. Okay, I do personal psychic therapeutic readings that will change your life. They're therapeutic, they're none other. I'm a 30-year spiritual practitioner. Okay, so if there's additional message you want to contact me for a personalized reading. Does anybody have another question? But thank you for allowing me to enter into your spirit and space to answer that first one. That was very courageous of you to allow me to do that. Allow yourself to open up your energy for the message to come through. Now make sure that you close back up that energy as well. Okay. Anyone else have it? Any advice on relationship? Any advice? I see that, Cindy. Any advice on relationship with my teenage? Any advice? Any advice? Hey, Janet. Make sure you hit the likes. Any advice on relationship? Okay, I got it. Have an attitude of gratitude is the advice there. And have an attitude of gratitude. Sometimes teenagers and teens, and I'm not saying sometimes when teens grow, they have their little shifting, and we have to like shift with our connection with some of our family members as they go through an adjustment with their attitudes or making decisions for themselves. So what that will allow you to do is to have that attitude of gratitude with like, wow, they're shifting up like this, or you're seeing some step ups in their energy too. Like they change, like, oh wow, they're like, I'm more independent now, you know. And sometimes as the children grow and we get to see them grow, sometimes relinquishing that part can be a little challenging as well. But always ask Spirit, give me that gratitude thought each day and how to handle them, and ask for that gentle affirmation every single morning before you even get out of bed or before you even deal with any of them. Prepare the day before to deal with the children. Okay, so I hope that resonates. I'm reading what you said. Oh my God. I'm reading what ascending God is grateful for them to annoy me. And she started laughing, just playing, just grateful for when they grow. That's so funny. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, yes. It's quite a challenge, and we're all in this energy of relationships, focus. Yes, they have been stepping up. Thank you. Oh, praise the source, divine, the source of all things, the maker and the rulers of our beings and who we move and operate in these days. Thank you for all of the people that have come here this day. I am being moved in another direction. Thank you right now for each and every one of you that's come into this space. I thank you right now that whatever that has been on your hearts, in the minds of each and every one of you, that where you are in this current day, is it where you're supposed to be? That question is coming up by someone, and that question, if it's not, it will come up in the next couple of weeks. And you are where you're supposed to be. Even uncomfortableness sometimes and greatness sometimes, looking at fine-tuning where you are right now, like a violin streaming. If you've ever played the violin or a particular instrument, you have to fine-tune those things. You have to polish them up. You got to tune them up. Pay attention so you can get the right sound, so that way whatever you do, it comes across smooth and in the right timing. But you have to tweak yourself at times. You got to, when the timing is telling you to tweak, you got to be able to tweak it and move in your season, in your time. You got to be able to pay attention to it and not get distracted. Whatever this is for, whomever this is for, you got to get your eyes a gaze. Last month was the season of the deer. This month is the animal of the moth, MOTH. Look up that definition or Patreon, look at the lunar workbook, or look at the teachings that will come through on the Patreon. What would the moth do for you this month? What will it do? Hey, Nairobi, stepping in, moving, just shifted a little bit. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Anybody else have any message like? If not, I'm going to go on and pull from another deck, and then we're going to close. Oh, wow. Nairobi says 3 moths in her home that haven't moved. All right. Yep. Well, they right where they're supposed to be. We are in the month of the moth, the animal of the moth. That is one of the animals for this month. So pay attention to them. Look up the moth. What does if you're not on Patreon, I have it there as far as the spirit animal, but look it up. See how it's going to affect your life. Make sure that you are focused on your spiritual journey if you are here. You should not be going to a whole bunch of people to hear what spirit has to say to you. That means you're not in alignment with yourself. If you are going from place to place to place to place to hear a message or to get clarification, clarification is within you. If you use another person that may be here, some of us that are practitioners, a lot of people that are here that outside of myself that pull, like Chanel, Ascending Infinite, Morgan, Michael, Showstopper. There's a lot of practitioners that are here that pull, and myself that work with the energy. But if you are running place to place to hear something, to give validation, you are not in tune with yourself. You need to get in tune with yourself. That's where you got to work with that instrument. You got to tweak it. You have to get in alignment with yourself. And sometimes that takes time, 2 years plus, to sit with yourself and get understanding. I'm saying 2 years minimum because, that means you just got to get focused. You have to get in an alignment, with yourself. So if there's no more questions, you say, that's a word. Yes. Thank you. I'm going to go to my moon cards. Since we are in today's new moon, And I want to see what Spirit has to say from this deck. If there's no more questions from the message of the guides, and I did give you my own channel message from hearing from Source, I may get another one. We're going to move forward. Make sure that you are do the altar visual. You can do that. We offer that on a. Make sure you don't have to necessarily do that. If you guided to do, it's fine if it is, and it's fine if it's not. It's your energy and it's your life. But you have to change your life, and you have to activate something to do something, or you'll look at yourself and you'll be doing the same thing, expecting a different result, and it will not happen. If your life does not look any different from spring of 2021, and we are now in autumn in 2021, shame on you. That means you're not doing anything. And I am coming straight and hard. I'm hearing from Source. It is not from me. It's not personal. I came and I'm listening. So you need to reevaluate, look at journal, look at what happened in the spring. And now we're in fall, and if you're not seeing any changes that has happened in your life, then it is your fault. And you have to start now. It's not like you don't have another opportunity. You pull out your journal and you start working on yourself from this day forward. It's a new moon. It's a new beginning. It's a new year. Sound for the witch, the practitioner, to elevate yourself, to connect with your higher intuition, to connect with your ancestors, to build altars. For that way, when we move into a dormant season of winter, you already are up on your game. Okay, moving right along. I'm going in to pull the Moonology cards. I do happen to like these decks, especially that we work with the new moon. I only use this deck during some moons, major, as far as the new moon, full moon. That's the only time I use it. Other than that, I don't use it between the wane and waxes. That's not something I do. But I do like, because I do a lot of work in between, but I do like this deck. Oh, happy new moon to you, said this woman. Hey, it's good to see you. All right, so I'm getting ready to pull, and I'm gonna pull 2 cards from here, and then we're gonna get finished up. Okay, what do you have to say for the collective? What do you have to say to the collective? This new moon, those that are here and those that will see this video. What do you have to say? Very beautiful. Oh, this only encourage your heart, your who you are, encouraging me as well. And I love that Spirit is coming out to say, nothing is yet set in stone. Nothing is yet set in stone. And what Spirit is saying here is that you can change your life, your circumstance, your spiritual walk, your mundane life, financially, your jobs, your relationships, everything. You can change it at any given time that you want. And that means that what the Spirit is saying through the oracle, through the divination system, through the intuition of what the Spirit has to say, is that make a move to set something up for yourself with writing your intentions down to change it. You can change your life at any given time. And it will reflect once you make that move to do so. And once you do that, once you write it out or write some things that you want to shift, don't go back and pick it up again, or don't go back and go into unbelief. You write it and it's done. Once it's written, you leave it alone. Okay. And then what Spirit has here is saying to us is that the energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. So what Spirit is saying here is, when it's gaining momentum, you got to move in that wheel. When things is picking up traction, guess what? You got to be stepping with it. You can't let things be moving forward and you still sitting back, not moving with that shift. So energy gaining momentum and speeding up. And this season is telling speed up, so that way, and we mentioned this last in the full moon of last month, because we're getting ready to move into a next season in winter, if you're in the northern hemisphere, of dormant. You know, even though you can plant seeds and work with the new moon and set your intentions, but it's a different energy of stillness when you go into winter. So work with this energy of by moving and gaining momentum. We're in air element energy. We're in Libra season. So it's all about air. And if you read the tarot, it is the sword. It's quick. It's quick. You know, so move in that. Grow with the flow. Absolutely. Absolutely. And here's the last but not least. Don't let your past hold you. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay? Make sure you don't look back. Don't let the past hold you back. This is a new season for you, a new time, a new moon, a time to say, hey, I don't have to live back there. I don't have, just make it. Sometimes it's just is what it is. You can't, but what about this? No, today I profess and confess that I will no longer let the past hold me back. And also in saying that, that helps you to forgive yourself. I forgive myself of my past. Not everybody else. We're talking about you and the new moon. That means taking accountability. That's something that's not a word that likes to be said today. You want to hold everybody else accountability. You got to hold them accountable. You got to hold your own self accountable first to make shifts. So what that does is that you ask yourself and you tell your inner self and you tell your inner child and you tell your teenage you and your 20 you and your 30 you and your 40 you and your 50 you and your 60 you and your 70 year, whatever that may be. I forgive you. I forgive you. I release you. I give forgiveness to you. You no longer have to be held back of your past. We are in forgiveness of ourselves because there's many cycles of yourself. Not when you're going back to learning about your past life, but there's many aspects of ourselves, and we have to go and look at those areas and tell ourselves, I forgive myself of yourself. Maybe you need to make an altar of your child picture and change picture and your 20-something picture and your 30-something picture and lay all those pictures down in front of you and set a candle and say, I forgive you, girl or boy. I forgive you. I forgive you. And tell them and look at the face of who you are, who you once were, and tell that person, I forgive you and you forgive me. Now let's go. Let's go. That's an altar in itself. Altar season is in. You know, that's a powerful message in itself. That's powerful. Talking to you. You know, of your past yous. Get them pictures. Talk to them. Tell them. Give them healing. We all have to heal those aspects in our lives. To what? Don't let your past hold you back. Okay? So I hope this message serves you. Those that will, I'm sorry to come out of camera, I dropped the card. Those that will hear this message, and those that that was able to take part in the pull of the Oracle deck of the message from the guides. I hope that this message resonates with each and every one of you that are currently present, and those that will hear this message. I know that it will because it came from source and it doesn't come from me. I'm used as an instrument, willing and available in this current time of my life to ask that I will be a servant of the divine. All right. So I'm going to move on. Did that help anybody? Please make a comment in the comment section here, and then we're going to close out. I've got 15 seconds. So let's, I'll go back and read. Any comments? I know they do come in kind of slow. Helped a lot. Yes. Oh, thank you, Foster. Absolutely beautiful altar ritual. Yes. The one you seen on video, was one that the spirit just gave me. I'm a big altar person. I believe in work. See, this is the season. That's a whole nother topic. I'm not going to get into that because we getting ready to leave. You want to get in that topic? I'm not getting ready to go there. Join Patreon, get in our tier 1 or tier 2, get in our master classes. I'm not going to overstep the time. The one just given. Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad. And that's spirit. And it is so refreshing to do work with yourself. You know, it is to work with yourself first. You know, it's dividing the truth of yourself. We're rightly dividing the truth in yourself, your own truths first, before we can go to anybody else's truths or point fingers anywhere, you know? And that's what this new moon is asking of us, is to set these intentions, get ready to move forward, you know, move on. Just say, move on. And anybody saying to hell you up, say, I'm just moving on. That's your theme, you know? So I'll, if I were getting ready, thank you for allowing me to come into your life this day, and some that were able to join the chat, some that will see this video coming up. I'm grateful to be able to come here and speak and use my voice and to be a servant and bring a value, and most importantly, integrity. I do hold that as best as I can in my own life, and that is a word of integrity that I think that maybe needs to be added in a lot into all of our lives. Some words are lost. I'd like to let you know that I do offer personal psychic different therapeutic readings that will change your life, as well as spiritual work, which is spell work. I offer metaphysical supplies, master classes, and a non-traditional arts that will change your life. We are starting on this Saturday on charging and grounding. It is for all levels, from beginning, middle, to advanced fans, and refresher for those that need to be refreshing. It's always good to take a nice refreshing, okay? As well, we have a lot of so make sure that you are on our email listing on our website at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com. So that way you stay in the loop. I can contact you. You can contact me. I do offer spiritual consultations as well as business consultations, so much more. Solar return readings, you name it, we got it. It's in love and in value. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.